Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avallac'h, too, began to lay plans of his own. The elven sage decided to erode the King of the Hunt's support in his own realm. With Geralt in tow, he ventured through other worlds to the city of Tir na There they found Eredin's viceroy, Gels. Gels had been a loyal subject of the Alderfolk's previous king. When he learned Eredin was a regicide, he agreed to help defeat the usurper.
Faster. Come on, Roach. Slow now. That's it, Roach.
Hey ho, hey ho! A knight's life is full of woe. My lady, I have a fierce wish to fight fiercely in your name and fiercely ask your permission to so do.
My permission, thus I grant
Greetings.
you, sir.
They say storks bring babies.
May I get you anything? Yes? Yes?
The giant belched forth the roars.
Need to speak to the Duchess.
All right, you scamps. Store is done. Go find your parents.
But the Pomerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
They're tales for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Master Witcher,
Not always. Could go either way. Still worth being.
but why?
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for quit. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you will soon see.
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher.
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
For honor! Onward!
Gotta keep it down. Can't let it. We are when it hears us.
Alas, poor Nightling! The beast heaved its foul girth. Let loose the roar and knocked him to earth. Then down came the Witcher in one mighty bound to give fight to the beast. Its plans confound. Out, out, brief flame. And thus the Witcher's life was snuffed. All our hopes, alas, had turned to dust.
Damn.
The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. The Witcher waited till the time was true, then twirled, danced, and spun, struck the monster right through. Landfall!
Onward!
Gotta keep it down. Can only tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, for Nightling, the beast heaved its foul girth, let loose a roar, and knocked him to earth.
bad.
And down came the Witcher in one mighty bound, to give fight to the beast, its plans confound. The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. Soon the Witcher shall triumph against all odds. The Witcher waited till the time was true, then twirled, danced, and spun, struck the monster right through. Like a bow who leaps at the love's first spurt, so the Witcher wooed the Shelmar, then its foul heart hurt. Dodge, dive, flee, feint, its racer. The Shelmar lies defeated by Geralt.
Master Geralt, do what you must.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikemen, see to the beast!
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him. Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted, No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A Bruxa, a kind of vampire.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
No, Your Grace. Usually we just ask for gold.
The response we expected. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But, Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more...
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract. How did...
Crespi was the first...
Crespi was...
How'd he die? Where'd they find...
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow... He had died of wounds inflicted with...
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it. Second murder.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew weary.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap. A pillow placed under his head.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of any misdoings.
So, first two victims were...
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times knights face new challenges, enterprise being the latest addition to the chivalric virtues.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even nicknamed him Sir de la Stinchi.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if they...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues? Why?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand enough.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however, of our knights. At the time of his...
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Hang on. Strange circumstances.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed him turn to them with delicate matters. Later, their paths diverged.
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take... A murder... Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness,
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Your Grace seems right at home in his saddle.
Like the wind!
part of the game. It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Such are the times, my good fella.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
The unicorn. How do I...
It's terribly skittish, true, but it runs around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must... The golden fish and the horn both contain things or... All clear?
Up, shoop, dum, darere.
Your Grace.
Damn it! Watch where you step, fool.
If one were to call a state courageous,
Oh!
coward, Your Highness, part of the state, what grace, if not that which fights
But this is no true unicorn.
Perhaps an apple will work.
We would not be in this.
Do you really wish to have this
Hush, or you'll
Hey,
Who's that?
Roach won't eat bread either, except if it's stale. Roach likes carrots. Maybe Unicorn will too.
This is an outrage. An outrage, I tell you.
It's against the rules.
The Duchess's champion.
Damn it. What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot? Easy. Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
What is they call
If
you?
one were to call a
Geralt.
state courageous or coward, what other part of the state would one have to find, if not that which fights and goes to war?
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
It was to be golden.
Do you think I don't know that?
What then? The light is positively useless.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee.
As the moon is when a soul of good or
A key.
why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
Oh my, do I ever need to whiz?
The light, it's positively useless. She can't possibly see a thing. What precisely is it?
Whoa!
Abstract work, gentlemen. The future of art. Ow!
It's the game to your liking,
How is it that
ladies?
Duchessa does
Aren't
not
we
treat us
not
rats?
curious?
But your grace,
No bats.
I wish only...
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later. I am... Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse, with a head of hard cheese.
Mice and cheese. Palace pantry, maybe?
No, the hare is obliged to hide here in the gardens. Look, if we take Roan, hollow it out and fill it with ease, the letters, that is, we get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads hard cheese. Why, it's greenhouse!
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch? Ugh. Oh! Oh!
What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Not here to talk about.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
I won't let you kill again.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate!
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself!
No, he's my friend. Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I guess.
I'm sorry. What?
No need, Geralt. Bygones.
Local serial killer.
Why did you might
haven't got a...
Despite, remember the blind
brute of Lear.
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the... You
terrible.
You do... He chose
probably.
But
Oh, wait. Got it.
Well,
Not an...
I know.
All in.
Let us find...
Fine.
Hear that?
The posse.
I prefer...
See you.
Witcher, we flew...
Still in...
Geralt had to face Eredin, but could only hope to beat him with the help of friends. The Wild Hunt could be defeated with exceptionally powerful magic, so Triss and Yen set out to reconvene the Lodge of Sorceresses. Avalach, too, began to lay plans of his own. The elven sage decided to erode the King of the Hunt's support in his own realm. With Geralt in tow, he ventured through other worlds to the city of Tirnalia. There they found Eredin's viceroy, Gels. Gels had been a loyal subject of the Alder folk's previous king. When he learned Eredin was a regicide, he agreed to help defeat the usurper.
Wait here.
I'm here.
This belonged to...
It's... You've... And you...
Not
yet.
What do you...
You're...
I won't let you kill again.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis?
All is well.
How's this even possible?
I was in somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human,
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I didn't...
You being here, not...
Your powers of deduction seem to... I came here for Dettlaff. I fear he's become entangled. Landed himself in serious trouble.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... How would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand. Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn...
I am. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you... Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common
It fell to Detlef, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Awfully good of him.
Yes. So you'll understand Detlef is no cope.
What makes you say that?
Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlef found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in it.
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of human.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense.
Suggesting he's maladjusted.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed.
Gotta find him.
Well,
Not entirely.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet you...
All in all?
Let us find him. By the...
Fine. All right already.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have...
I prefer they not find me here. I'd makeshift
See you. Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sus! We must... We must allow the Witcher to... His trade.
I wonder what the old lady's fixing for supper.
Up, shoop, dum, da, re, re, up, shoop.
Sir! Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Let...
Can't rightly say...
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And...
My dear Geralt.
Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called book. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. Please be careful and come back to me quickly.
A professor who studied Witcher.
3 doublets, none of which are suitable to show myself in.
143 carry the 2. Greetings, brave hero.
I'm Geralt.
I pay the knights errand.
For what?
Our knights wander the roads, protect... note, sir, that should you successfully smash your hands, say...
Can't help but be curious.
The ducal treasury, of course. It is her stake. Pardon.
Wouldn't mind a glance at your books. Well,
go in peace for a night.
They say a great deal about you, Witcher, and whisper even.
Ah! Am I invisible?
A witcher!
How's business?
The coin is good, but I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch. If just once.
Show me what you've got in stock. Need to get going. Till next time.
Banquets and wine are rather suited for pleasure.
Nice tune.
Oh, that's bad luck.
Ah!
Loch Selavi. Might be worth looking into.
You can't pull one over. Witcher, I can see you're a killer.
All right.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dobry Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote
You
an
sound
entire day to
poor.
see it.
Different
You're a
with a
cheat,
rod.
sir.
In fact, I wonder if your Witcher pays any taxes at all.
Are the serendipity
Got work for me?
of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself. I was in a bit of a bind.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get. Gotta stop by that bank.
The best of...
Need something crafted. You... So...
One of the knights withdrew from the tourney. They say it was because of an itch.
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine. But me, I prefer brandy.
I stock the larder. Welcome, good sir.
Show me where you... So long. Greeting.
A witcher.
Geralt of Rivia. Seem pretty enthused.
Rather.
Heard of him. Never seen.
Not quite. For I've been lucky enough.
If you know where to...
No offense, but do I look like a... No. I rather leave it to someone...
What do you have on offer?
In the ocean, a change in the weather.
these diagrams
Tusa was once home to Tiensail, a legendary
Heard about him.
And thus he charged a king's ransom for his work. Witches would take difficult, dangerous...
Got it. Find them, find the
As it happens, what he told...
This elven master.
My father forged armor. As a youngster, I helped him, then began forging my own pieces. Only now, he is... Alas, my master... I know I have no equal in the trade.
Where do I look for these diagrams?
I know of 5 likely fallen witches, each from a different school of...
Tell me about my brother.
His name was Aton.
What kind of danger did he...
Legend claims wraiths haunt the chambers beneath.
The Griffin. What?
He came some 200 years ago. But my master... He showed my master his diagrams, paid a deposit.
Any idea where...
No. It said he left in a rush.
Let's talk about...
A year ago, Bartolome... You see, at the time he was working on new armor for the Ducal Guard. A witcher from the School of the Cat offered to sell him diagrams.
The diagram you saw, was it really a Witcher diagram?
Beyond any doubt. It's possibly a well-founded fear.
Tell me more about the bear, can you?
He appeared shortly after Master Tiensail took me on.
School of...
He made a poor...
Farewell.
Good luck on the...
Pious Plegman's beard, dozing off.
Disperse! Please!
What's this about?
Oh, Lepiota, give me strength. I can't Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witch?
Saw your notice.
The matter is
The statue.
A picture's worth 1,000... Here it is! Our pride and...
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewel.
Somebody stole...
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own... Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket that does...
Any idea? Got any
Considering the vast...
Need to look around.
Do what you must. As long as you return grasping Reginald's... It will work out. It must. Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry. It will all...
Quite the fragrant whiff.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flout its writ and rot in chains.
Need to come back during the day.
No safer place than a bank.
Right.
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were...
Got an account here. Like to make a withdrawal.
Naturally. Your name?
Geralt of Riv...
Wait a moment, please, while I... I'm afraid I can't help you. Extraordinary circumstances, you see. There's a note in the records. The account holder is dead.
That's inaccurate, as you can see.
It's some kind of mistake. The note is clearly an error. To reactivate the account, you'll need permit A38. For more information, please go to window number 1.
Yes? Can I help you?
All right. Where's window number 1?
Permit A38.
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc.
I'd like to reactivate my account, so I need a copy of permit A38.
Wrong window, I fear.
Happen to know where I can do it then?
Let me think. Perhaps upstairs, in records? Or downstairs in the archive? You must ask them, sir.
Do just that.
All in order?
No safer place than a bank.
Sorry, gotta get through.
Halt there! What is this? Back off the queue, sir!
Welcome to Gianfinelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer is always right. How might I help you?
This where I get
Naturally. Just...
Form 202.
Allow me to explain. Permit A38 can only be issued upon Please, go to...
Just came from there.
Do, sir. Jumping the queue. How dare you! You cut in front of me, sir.
Did no such thing. Been standing here the whole time.
Is that so? You know you're the I will not stand for this!
Go on, hit me.
Oh, gentlemen, if you wish to raise a ruckus, but outside. Outside, now!
At the door of the bank! They're at it again!
It's the third time this week. I wager 10 on the one on the right.
Poor simpleton, prepare to be humbled.
You'll never learn.
I shall teach you the meaning of decency.
Poor. No man knows the day or the hour.
It is cuts in light that resorts to fisticuffs.
Where's the bank?
Archive.
All right, the excitement's done. Please disperse.
So, she arrived in this little Nazir.
Come on. Where the hell'd she go? Hair pomade. Need to follow the scent. Could be the lead I need.
Land. You know her. She often goes deep and hot to put on
What
show.
can I do for you?
So you see, she claims puffed sleeves will be in fashion next season.
Excuse me. Got something I gotta take care of at window
You
one.
cannot be serious. I too find it hard to believe. For
Excuse me.
can you not see what it says there? We're on our break.
Celine, darling, sign this for me, will you?
Oh, there you are. Listen, there's
We
something
are on break.
Ah, you try to be polite, it just never gets through.
Got no choice, I guess. Need to wait till they're done with their break.
All in
I
order?
was at home the other day, just sitting, when suddenly, knock, knock. I opened
Our
the door,
bank is the
and who was
pride
there
of all
if not
What can I
the
do
brothers
for you?
witnesses?
I've heard of them. What do they want?
Oh, they left me a stack of manuscripts about the Prophet. I've not had time yet to look through them.
Yes? You've a concern?
All in order? There's a catch.
You must wait. They have the break now. So.
Permit A38. Though, guess I need...
Form 202. Easy peasy. Certificate P. Now, that is a challenge. But, as we are both...
See, you know this place pretty well.
Oh, naturally. You see, I have seen them try everything.
Might as well go if nothing worked.
Be kind. Be pleasant. This and only this. The woman here... But muster up some flowers. Some perfume. Well, you will resolve your matter lickety-split.
Right. Certainly worth a shot.
Good luck.
Yes?
There's a catch.
Can I help you?
Catch 22.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin.
Need Form 202 to get a copy of...
Please, sir. There's no need to lose your temper. I thought it obvious and thus needed no stating. The form will soon be ready. Name and surname?
Geralt of Rivia.
Let me find it. Sorry, sir, I cannot issue Form 202.
Excuse me?
The applicant in question has been declared dead, officially. Now, do tell me, sir, how am I to enter that into the ledger?
Like musky aromas, right?
And how would you know that, sir?
Smelled it. When you walked by. That scent you wear? Lovely. So I thought to myself, bet she'll like this too.
Oh, but I shouldn't, really.
Please, accept.
Oh, my. Please, wait a moment.
You tell him dinna disturb, but no, always some bugger who can't stand to wait. Plough me, who's this? Hearty greetings, Master Geralt. You haven't paid us a visit in eons.
Been a bit busy.
Course. Now do tell.
Got a problem with...
Nae problem there, we'll get you paid up at...
Heard that already. Permit A38, among others.
Oh, my hands are tied without them, Geralt. But I see you're a quick learner in the ways of...
Cianfinelli, no...
Come on, Master Witcher, for why the ire?
Got a document right here means a hell of a lot more than any of your forms or permits. Have a look.
Her Enlightened Highness, she's hired you.
Mm-hmm. And as her personal emissary, I demand...
Aye. So how's the trade these days, Master Witcher?
Can't complain.
Good for you, because in our neck of the woods, things are dark, dark shite. Wine sales are stuck in the muck and sinking deeper. It's the fucking wretched names, I tell you. Folk out with the duchy haven't any notion how to say Côte de Blessure and all that. It twists their tongues in bloody knots. Makes them ashamed to ask for it. Done. Deposit box 256. Last yin on the right.
What the hell's this, Cianfinelli? Box is empty.
Well, coins got to circulate. So when we learned you were dead, Master, we, circulated yours. Purchased stocks, bonds, invested in a few vineyards. Before we knew it, there was hee-haw left in the box.
Really ought to call it what it is. You robbed me, plain and simple.
Nay, Master Witcher, never! I wouldn't dare!
Oh, you'd dare. And now you'll answer for it. Open the gate.
Master Witcher, I'll pay it all back, every red copper. I swear it on my nana's beard.
Got a week, not 1 day more.
You shan't regret this, I swear. I'll rustle it up.
Mm-hmm. See it.
Unky says if I'm bad, he'll give me...
Oh!
If my lips don't stink... Fine! My wife won't know they're mine!
And what do...
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family...
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your tip...
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, seat...
Great. Can all... Vineyard comes across...
Baron Rossel.
He was actually...
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. He never hesitated, not once. Never Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his scent.
Shame that.
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began...
Mind giving me...
Not in the least. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
I'd rather be an eagle than a quail.
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Follow me, please. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
And what do you get for all that work?
A crook in your back once so uninjured.
Follow me, please.
You've spread some nastiness
Nice
to
well.
me.
Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Dusk's last light, then give my wife a good long night.
Follow me, please. Monsieur Bolius's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Follow me, please. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Follow me, please. Follow me, please.
Every day the same. Wine, and look like smuggling wine. It's enough to drive you batty.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Here, kitty,
Hello?
kitty. Row. Meow.
The cellars,
me with
voila.
you, please.
During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
Follow me, please. As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Follow me, please.
and welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and...
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will to... With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. If... Forgive me for being forward, but if you were...
Think I'll take you up on that. Mentioned the place could...
Almost decidedly, sir.
Been thinking about the outer walls.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not... Not only did the residents positively... I understand, of course.
Know what? Changed my mind.
I shall be glad to...
Thanks.
Rub often. You'll soon need a coffin.
What the blathers has got in your head?
May all those wenches at Coronado